Hello guys, so once again it's your boy Joshua and you are welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, please note that I am documenting my forex journey to become a profitable and a professional trader using one strategy and a disciplined mindset. So without further ado, let's quickly go on why we are here. So why we are here is because you want to learn how to trade market structure and also know how to do multi-time frame analysis. So in this video I will use 3 time frame to teach you how to do exactly that. So let's say for instance this is our daily time frame, so let me just mark it up so for you not to get confused. So we have our daily time frame. So we have our daily time frame right here. Now on the daily time frame you can clearly see that price is moving to the upside. Get, so let's say we have these higher highs, price pull back and break this give us a break of structure. We have a higher low right here. Okay, let's start once again. We have these highs and price came down, pushed to the upside, giving us a break of structure and it created a higher low right here, created a higher low right here, and it put back once again and it created another higher high, and it pushed up, giving us a break of structure, creating another higher low. So it's very simple on the daily time frame to spot as when you're on the chart. So we have the swing range right here, which is on the daily time frame. This is the higher low swing range. We have this higher low right here. You see price never broke past it, so we still have this current range or swing low right here, and we have the highs. Let me mark, we have the high right here. I'll mark it with blue, so we have the highs and we also have the high right here. So we have the two low and we have the high. So this is on the daily time frame. It is so very easy to spot. On the 2 hour time frame you can clearly see that the structure has changed unlike the daily time frame. So let me explain this. You see this our swing range, swing when price pulled to the upside and gave this pull back. As long as this low never break this high right here, definitely it has not become a swing or a swing range. Now we have our swing high right here, or you can see a higher high right here. Now price pulled back and it pulled up once again. If this low right here have broken past this high right here, this would have become this low would have become a swing low, which is our lower low, as you can see. But it never did. The low that led to this break of structure, or the last low before this break of structure, is this low right here, so I'll delete this one right here. So what do we have? We have our high right here and we have our low right here. So as you can see, this is how the multi-time frame analysis is. So let's say I will explain it once again. Now coming to this upside, this low are breaking past this previous high, which is it has given us a higher low, and it pulled back, giving us another high right here. So another high have been created. You can see price pulled back, price retraced back, and it pulled up once again, but this low never break this high right here. So it cannot be called a higher low, rather it came down once again, and this low led to price breaking the new structure. So this is our higher low. So what do we have? We have the higher low, a new higher low, and we have the higher high right here. So what are we expecting? We might be expecting another pullback for price to create another higher low, for price to pull up and create another higher high. So this is how the lower time frame is. It's not going to give the, if you see a straight line right, if you see a straight line on the daily time frame, if you go to the lower time frame, or let's mark a range right here. Let me explain something for you. Let's say we have a range, let me use a boss right here. So we have this boss right here. Now on the daily time frame you might see something like this. You might see something like this on the daily time frame, just like this. You might see something like this. And let me mark another box right here. If you go lower to another time frame, let's say the 2-hour time frame, you might see something like this. You might see something like this. In all, price push straightly to the on the daily time frame, but on the lower time frame, price didn't pull like that. Price must take a break. Yeah, sometimes it's because it is a bigger time frame. There's a lot of candlestick on the lower time frame. In a daily time frame, we have 24 hours in a day, which means just a one candle is going to form on a day, while on the 2-hour time frame we might have 6 candlestick in a day. 6 candlestick in 24 hours. Definitely there might be a pullback. There will be a pullback before price completely go to the upside or reaching this top of the box, while drawing another box right there. If you go lower to another time frame, you might see something like this. Price giving us this range, before going reach into the upside. Now this is how structure work. When you keep on going to the lower time frame, you see a lot of structure. Now one secret I will give to you is a trend on the lower time frame is just a move on the higher time frame. Let's say we have the 2-hour or we have the 15 minutes time frame giving us higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. But if you go to the higher time frame, price will just give you complete push just like this, or let's say something like this, just a higher highs and a higher low. On the lower time frame we have 1 2 3, like 3 trends, while on the higher time frame we just have one trend. Why? Because the lower time frame is having much candlesticks than the higher time frame. The higher time frame is only showing you that yes, this candlestick is going to this direction, while the lower time frame is showing that yes, price is trending. So a trend on the lower time frame is a straight move on the higher time frame. So I hope you get that. So looking at a lower time frame, which is coming from the 2-hour time frame to the 15 minutes, you can clearly see that this structure right here has become more confusing. Now you don't need to confuse yourself. You have to look back to the daily time frame where we have this swing high and price came down, give us another break, and it comes down once again, give us another break. Your job is to mark from where price started coming down and mark from where price started going up and break that previous high. Now in this scenario, you can clearly see that this was the high that price started coming down. This is the overall high. Price started coming to the downside. When you see price doing something like that, you mark it for you not to be confused. Now you wait for this high to be taken out, which price actually have already broken past it. Now you look at the bottom and ask yourself, where was the last low? Where is price coming from? Now in this scenario, you can see that this was the last low price was coming for before it went up there and break up this high once again. Now after this break of structure, price came down. You can clearly see that this was the high. This was the first high before price start to come down. Now another break of structure, you see price gave us another break of structure, and you look, where was this last low? This is not the low, this is the low, which price have given us a swing low right here. Now another scenario, price has given us another break of structure. Now with this high structure, I need you to mark the high and the low. We just 3 seconds. So once again, we have this high and we have this low, because this was the last low before price went up there and give us a break of structure. So this is how it is. Now I'm only teaching you the market structure. I will be doing another video concerning how to spot or when price will be going to the upside. Now to a real live chart. This is GBP/USD. So currently you can barely see that price is in a downtrend, where price give us this high, low, high, then it started coming to the downside, give us this low, give us this high, give us this low once again, give us this high, and give us this low, then it break to the upside. So currently price, if you can see, you cannot see any, the only move you can see right here is the only last higher low you can see is this fractal low right there before price push to the upside. So as you can see now, if you look at all this structure right here, you it's not complex. I'll say it's not something like this. It's not like complex, giving us a lot of, a lot of candlestick confusion, something like that. Now this is the daily time frame. So what I want to do is, this is the scenario I'll be using from this area right here, from this area, right? Okay, let me not confuse you. Let me use from this candlestick right here, this candlestick to this up guy right here. Let me just mark it with nice color. Okay, looking at this candlestick, what do we see? We see a straight move right on the daily time frame. Now let's go to the hour 2 time frame and see what I'm talking about. Before I go to the hour 2 time frame, we saw this overall break of structure right here, where price moved to the upside and come down, breaking this structure, or okay, I'll say this structure right here. So now it's pulling back up to this imbalance right here. It's pulling back to this imbalance. Upon pulling back to the imbalance, it gave a straight move. It didn't do anything like this. It didn't do anything like this. Excuse me. Price did not do anything like this, or like trying to trend to the upside. It didn't do anything like this. It just went straight to the upside. So coming to the 2-hour time frame, let's see something. Now you can clearly see the box on the hour 2 time frame. What the price do? Price was actually trending. Before trending, it actually gave a minor, I'll say external structure right here. It went up, it pulled back, it went up again, it pulled back, it went up, it pulled back, it went up until it gets to this fair value, guys. You can see that's why I said a straight move on the higher time frame is a trend on the lower time frame, while a trend on the lower time frame is a move to the on the higher time frame. So if you actually go to the, let me go lower, you see that now. Before I go lower to another time frame, you can see that the structure is actually clean. Let's mark our break of structure. We have this break, we have this down move, then we have the break. So we have this break of structure right here. Now we have a pullback before price went to the upside. We also have this break of structure right here. Now the last break of structure we had was this one right here, which is a minor break of structure right here. So this is our break of structural range. So let me go to the 15 minutes and you see how complex it is on the 15 minutes time frame. As you can see how complex it is. You can see it is, you see, some of you will say this is all these highs right here, all these lows. You can see how complex it is. Some of you might be calling this a higher highs, higher low. Of course it is a higher highs and higher low, but as long as price have not broken this, we cannot call it the range high, or we say swing high, because it is still inside the range. Now let me explain something for you. I'll go back to the 2-hour time frame and you see something. Let me explain it very perfectly. Okay, so let's say, let me remove this first of all. So we have this swing, this pullback before price gave us a break of structure. So if we are marking our range is going to be here, a year. Okay, like I did on the line explanation, this is our high right here, and we have the low, right here. Now let's go to the 15 minutes and you see something. Remember, this blue line, our red line, is our overall range, now if you look at this range right here, this our blue line and our red line, we have the overall, from this blue line to this down move is the range. Now if you look, when price came to this side, price gave a high. Are we going to call this a low? This is a low, but it is not an internal low, external low. It is not an external, so this is not the overall break of structure. Rather, price is just giving us an internal range, right here. Price is just giving us a lower low until it gives us pulled band last time before it went up. Now this is the last low that gave us this break or structure to the upside. So this is our low, this is our low. Now we now mark this as our low and we wait till price give us another pullback and we can call it a high once again. Now let's go back to the 2-hour time frame. Now after the break of structure, what do we see? We see price pull back once again before it went to the upside. Now let's mark that area right here from where price started pulling down, this area right here. And where is the last place? Okay, I think I'll shift this. So not to make the chart look messy. What's wrong? Okay, this is our high that price started coming down, and this is the low, this is the low, this is the last low. After this high, price gave a last low right here. So this was where price, this is now our range on the higher time frame. So if you go to the 15 minutes time frame or any time frame lower, you see that price is actually trending inside the range until a last low led to the overall break of structure. That low can be called lower, higher low, higher low. I don't know what's wrong with my network today. So as you can see, what did I say? As you can see, price gave this high and it gave this low, because this is also an equal highs right here. We can also call it that. Now you see something, price pulled back, right? It pulled back, but it did not actually break this high. But in all, this is still going to be the low because we have an equal high right here. So definitely this is still at the same level. So price came down, it started giving us this internal range of structure, which is inside our range, the blue line and the red line. So we cannot call all these low higher highs, or like I'll say swing range higher highs and higher low. Rather we can call them internal higher highs and higher low until price breaks structure once again. Now where is our low? If you look at price, or if you look at the candlestick, you want to identify the last low. This is the low, this is the low right here. As you can see, I've marked it with the red line and the blue line is our high. So this is how price is actually forming. Now let's go back to the 2-hour time frame and do the last explanation. All right, so now this is our last explanation. Now this is kind of a fractal break of structure where price went to the upside. Like when price went to the upside, it gave a pullback before pushing up, giving us another break of structure to the upside right here. So where is our range? Here is our range. As you can see, we have this is our low right here, this is our low right here, and this is the high. So if I come to the lower time frame, you can clearly see immediately that I've marked it already. As you can see, right here. Let me change this to blue so you cannot confuse yourself. So as you can see, it is what it is. It's so simple. But in this scenario, price did not give us any fractal, or I'll say internal price higher high or trending market. It just push up immediately because of, I don't know, maybe the momentum and maybe it's fundamental. So sometimes this is how it is. So as you can see, this is how it is. There's nothing to complicate. You just don't try to complicate things. So it is what it is. And if this video is helpful, please do well to like, subscribe.